The second night was the worst. Maya didn't even pretend she might sleep through it. The moment her eyes closed, she was gone. The ground beneath her was warm, not hot, just warm enough to feel alive. She looked down, expecting dirt or grass, but found something smooth and hard under her feet, almost metallic. It stretched out in every direction, reflecting the pale sky above like a second world laid flat beneath her. That sky, it wasn't dark. It wasn't blue. It was something or somewhere in between, washed in a strange pale light dawn that never finished arriving. And then she saw them, the two suns. One was larger, bright white, sharp enough to make everything around it feel exposed. The other was smaller and dimmer, hanging farther away like it had been left behind. Maya stopped breathing for a second. "I've been here," she whispered. The two words came before she could stop them, because she knew it was true. Behind her, something shifted. Maya turned slowly. In the distance, structures rose from the horizon, tall, smooth, curved shapes that didn't look built so much as grown. They had no windows, no doors, nothing that made sense in the way Earth did, and somehow that made them feel familiar. Too familiar. A low hum moved through the ground beneath her feet. It wasn't loud. It wasn't constant. Like the whole place was breathing around her. Maya took a few steps forward, then another, drawn to the structure without knowing why, or maybe drawn to something she had forgotten. "Maya," she froze. The voice wasn't behind her. It wasn't in front of her. It seemed to come from everywhere at once, soft and calm, and impossible to place. "Maya." Her chest tightened. "Who's there?" No answer. The hum deepened. "You shouldn't be afraid." Maya clenched her fists. "I don't even know what this is." A pause. Then the voice said quietly, "You do." Something in the world shifted, not physically, something deeper, like a layer had been peeled back and she was suddenly seeing through it. For one flickering instant, shapes moved at the edge of her vision, fingers crossing the metallic ground, tall and quick, blurred enough to almost be human, and almost not. And the sky above them, the same two suns. "You remember," the voice said. "No," Maya said, though her voice shook. "I don't." But even as she said it, something inside her twisted, because part of her did. "I've never been here," she said, louder this time, like saying it stronger might make it true. Another pause. Then the voice answered softer than before. "Not like this." The ground pulsed once beneath her feet, then again. The hum grew louder, pressing in from all sizes. Not painful, just overwhelming, surrounding, watching. Maya swallowed hard. What is this place? She already knew she wasn't going to like the answer. The sky shifted, the two suns flickered, and for a split second, something else appeared behind them. Not a star, not a light. Movement. Watching. Maya's breath caught. What is that? The hum stopped. Dead silence. The kind of silence that made her skin crawl. Then the voice said very clearly, "You are not ready." Everything went dark. Maya woke up gasping. Her room slammed back into place. The walls, the ceiling, the thin strip of morning light cutting through her blinds. Earth. She sat up fast, clutching the sheets like they were the only solid thing in the room. "That wasn't a dream," she whispered. "It felt too real, too detailed, too familiar." Her eyes drifted towards the window. The sky outside was normal, blue. One sun, nothing strange about it at all. But for the first time, it didn't feel as convincing. Adrian was already waiting when she got to school. Maya spotted him pacing near the entrance, the notebook in hand, looking like he hadn't slept any more than she had. The second he saw her, he stopped. "You look terrible," he said. Maya gave him a tired look. "Good morning to you too. You didn't sleep either?" She hesitated, then shook her head. "No." Adrian nodded once, like he'd already figured as much. "Yeah," he said, "me neither." That made her pause. "What happened?" Instead of answering, Adrian opened his notebook and turned it towards her. Maya looked down. More drawings, but not just stars this time. Curved shapes, smooth structures, strange designs that looked almost like architecture, except nothing about them felt human. Her stomach tightened. I saw this, she said quietly. Adrian blinked. What? In my dream. She pointed to one of the sketches. That. I saw that. For a second, neither of them spoke. The Adrian's grip tightened on the notebook. I didn't dream this. Then how did you draw it? I do not know, he admitted. I just started sketching. When I woke up, it felt like I already knew what it looked like. Maya took a step back, shaking her head. No, that's not normal. No, Adrian said, it isn't. A few students passed behind them, laughing, talking, moving through the morning like nothing in the world had changed. Maya stared at the notebook again. What does this mean? Adrian's eyes moved over the page. I think it means we're remembering something. She looked up sharply. Remembering what? I don't know yet. Maya folded her arms, trying to steady herself. That's not an answer. It's the only one I have. She let out a frustrated breath. Memories don't just show up out of nowhere. Adrian looked at her for a long second. What if they didn't? Maya frowned. What does that mean? What if they've been there the whole time, he said, just buried? Before she could answer, a voice spoke behind them. You're closer than you think. They both turned. A man stood a few feet away, hands relaxed at his side, expression calm. Too calm. Mid-50s, neatly dressed, the kind of man who would disappear into any crowd if you weren't looking at him directly. But his eyes were sharp, focused, like he was studying them instead of speaking to them. Maya's skin prickled. Can we help you? She asked. The man looked from her to Adrian and back again. You already are, he said. Adrian shifted slightly in front of Maya. Do we know you? A faint smile touched the man's face. No, he said, but I know you. Maya's stomach dropped. What do you want? Adrian asked. Answers, the man said simply. Maya let out a short, nervous breath. Yeah, so do we. Good, he said. Then we have something in common. He reached into his coat slowly, not threatening, just deliberately, and pulled out a card. Then he held it out to Adrian. Come find me, he said. Adrian hesitated before taking it. The man stepped back, eyes still on them. And when you do, he added, bring the notebook. Maya's head snapped up. How do you know about that? But the man was already turning away. Because, he said over his shoulder, it's not the first one I've ever seen. Then he disappeared into the crowd as quickly as he had come. Maya stared after him, her pulse hammering. Okay, she said, that was not normal. Adrian looked down at the card in his hand. No name, no title, just an address. And one word printed beneath it. Vance. Adrian's expression shifted, something like curiosity and fear colliding at once. I think, he said slowly, we just found our next step. Maya shook her head. Or we just made a huge mistake. Adrian glanced back towards where the man had gone. Yeah, he said, maybe. Neither of them moved, because deep down, they both knew they were going to go.